Welcome, guys, to another episode of Let's Talk Tour. Today, we're here with Varun and Sharvik, both players playing in for Bay Area and having lots of experience. Let's start with a few questions for both of these players. Varun, starting with the famous question so far, what's your favorite IPL team?
My favorite IPL team is Sunrisers Hyderabad.
How do you feel that they're doing so far?
I think they're in a great position right now, especially since they've came back after a couple hard losses, and their batting has definitely improved after Abhishek Sharma's good knock of 135 not out today, and their bowling. It's on the good side, but it could be better. Yeah, so I think they're in a good position to play for playoffs.
Do you think that SRH might need to drop Travis Head, or do you think he should still be playing and opening the batting?
I think he has a really strong batsman. He definitely has like a lot of potential and potentially like win the finals for the team. I think he's just like in a slump right now, and I think his level of batting will definitely go up at through the tournament as he experiences the different pitches.
Shavik, what about you? What's your favorite IPL team?
Gujarat Titans.
Well, why do you like Gujarat Titans? Who's on that team?
It's not about who's on the team. It's just because I'm from Gujarat. But I mean, if it had to be just from one person, probably Shubman Gill, just because of his class and his consistency.
Do you like how they're doing so far?
I mean, it's a little bit of a rough start. We're like in the middle of the points table, but I think we can come back.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Well, I'm a go-to CSK fan. We're gonna win the IPL for sure this year because Tala is gonna carry us, and we love Tala. Yeah. So thank you guys. Well, that was pretty cool. I like those answers. So Varun, how's your hub going so far? What do you think of it?
I think so far it's going good. I got off to a good start with the 100 not out in the beginning, and I'm scoring pretty consistent, so and I can hopefully keep the rhythm going on for the last game in the finals against you guys.
Definitely. What about you, Sharvik?
I think it's pretty good. I think I just need to take a little bit more wickets. But yeah, besides that, I think I'm doing pretty good.
How do you guys feel the hub like this year is compared to last year's hub?
I think this year the hub is like way more balanced, and it gives a lot of players who missed out last year a lot more opportunities since there's two balanced teams this year. So people can go like, showcase their talent out there and like get noticed by other national selectors from outside this area.
I think this year they're having more trial games, like for the selection games, and I think that gives you a better chance to showcase your talent, like Varun said, to selectors instead of just being judged on 2 games. So that's better.
I know, Varun, you're like moving from U13 to U15 just like me. Do you feel it's more competitive or do you feel like it's the same?
I definitely think it's more competitive. Definitely the level of cricket has gone up as like there's no drop catches, the rotation of strike has gone up, the amount of overs, so different types of games are being played, and batsmen and bowlers are definitely stepping up their game compared to U13.
Sharvik, what about you? Being a senior playing U15, what do you feel of the level? I know you might have a different opinion.
I think the level is still good. There's a lot of more talent that's been brought in. Yeah, I think what he said, like, there's not as many drop catches. There's a lot more better fielding, quicker bowling, all that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I know it rained the previous weekend and most teams are not able to play in the previous weekend. So how did it feel for you guys playing two games in the same weekend?
I think the first game it was just like a typical Saturday, going out there playing your game. And by the time the second day came, and the second innings, the second day, my body definitely felt more fatigued than usual days. But I stayed strong and played throughout the whole game and got a good score.
I think it was more exciting for me because like the chance to like the opportunity to get 2 games and have 2 pretty good games were it's just really nice to go through.
Would you guys rather have a weekend? Let's just say if Hub was only 4 games, would you want to finish those 4 games in one weekend or would you rather split it out throughout the week?
I would definitely rather split it out because as soon as you have a bad game, your confidence lowers. And throughout the week, you can build up your confidence again by practicing, and you're ready for the next game coming up next week.
Yeah, I agree with that too because if you're in a little bit of a slump, then it gives you more time to recover and do good and get selected.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, there's one more week left in these league stages, and hub selections are about to come. Do you think, asking from the view of outside the hub, do you think the yo-yo is useful for selectors, or do you think it's not really required?
I think there has to be a certain score for you to get selected on the team. Although if there's some like generational talent out there, they should definitely consider that as they can like help win nationals. And fitness is definitely a big part of cricket. Although it's like if you're good at batting, good at bowling, sometimes they can overtake it. But you have to have a certain score, obviously, like maybe 15-1 instead of 15-5, so that players can get a better chance and opportunity to showcase their talent.
I think the yo test is good for selectors because if you have someone, say you got two people who scored like 100 runs in trial games, but one person had a better yo-yo, that can show that like one person can run between the wickets faster for longer periods of time, which will just make them better for like the tournaments above like nationals and conference.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for that quick like questions. So let's move on to the completed games. So for the first game, Div 1, we have BCA Bravehearts versus DCA Legends. Have you guys played either of these teams yet?
Yeah. So we played Bravehearts in phase one, and it went like pretty well. Like in our top batting, me and Ruhan scored 40 each and maintained the stability throughout the innings. And throughout the lower order, they also put on some runs. But the BCA Bravehearts, obviously with their batting throughout their entire team, they were able to chase it with Nikhil scoring, I think, like a 50 plus score. So they won the game on their home ground.
Yeah, definitely. What do you guys think about the BCA Bravehearts batting lineup? I know it's really solid as they've been consistently scoring every single game. They were originally undefeated, but they just got knocked down by our team, BCA Bravos. But what do you think about their batting lineup?
I think their batting goes down, has a very lot of depth. Like if one person doesn't score, then another person will step up, and that's really good to see.
Yeah. What about their bowling?
I think their bowling attack is also really strong. They have good pacers at the top, Rajul and some others. And their spin attack also comes in really well. You know, Divyam and some other spinners taking on the spin attack. And I think they have a pretty balanced bowling attack with different diversity in their bowling, like left arm Chinamen, left arm pacers, and right arm pacers, right arm spinners. So that really helps their team advance to certain stages in the hub.
Definitely. So these two teams played on a Placencia Fields. This is in Tracy, like a grassy fields. I'm not sure if you guys have played there before, but I'm pretty sure it's like more of a place where you have to really rotate the strike. And the BCA Bravehearts weren't really able to score that big of a total, only getting to 148. But I think that's a pretty good score for a field like Placencia, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that's a good score. But they definitely rotated the strike well, knowing their standards.
Yeah, definitely. And many players from BCA Bravehearts also played in nationals with Sharvik, if I'm not wrong, right, Sharvik?
You're right.
Like, what do you think of some of these players, like Nikhil, Raju? What are their like strengths?
I think Nikhil is he's very good at batting and bowling. Like his bowling, he bowls with good pace and he's able to keep his line and lengths for long periods of time. And his batting is very destructive and he's very good. And then Rajal, same thing with the bowling. He bowls very quick. He swings the ball a lot. His line length is very good. And yeah, just his ability to execute to what he wants to bowl. It's really nice to watch.
Yeah. And on the other hand, for the DCL Legends bowling attack, we see Arth getting a fifer, really good bowling, only restricting them to only getting 21 runs off his bowling. I'm pretty sure he's also a left arm fast bowler. He also did really well. I'm not sure if he played last hub. Did he play last hub?
He did.
Was he in the selection games? How did he do?
I don't think he was in the selection games.
Have you seen him like really bowl before?
Yeah, I've seen them both. So I think this was 2024 U13 Western Conference. We were on the same team, and I think it was against Seattle, and they're a very good team. And Nikhil, the captain, asked him to bowl 6 overs on the trot, and I don't think he bowled a single bad ball in those 6 overs.
Damn. That must take a lot of skill, obviously. Okay, moving on to the other side, DCL Legends batting attack. They were unfortunately not able to chase the target of 148, scoring 104 in 30 overs, getting all out. I'm pretty sure they were short of players in this game. Evidently, Shivane really staying and holding his ground, anchoring the innings, scoring 53. Varun, you and I also played with Shivane. What are your thoughts on Shivane's batting?
I think he's the type of batsman when the situation is low in the game and when pressure is high. He's the one who steps up rather than everyone else. As you can see, the wickets were falling, and he's the only one scoring a 50 plus score, and the two was not out. He's the type of player who really like steps up when it matters, and that really gets him into teams and really helps out the team when it's required.
Yeah, definitely. And that's like mostly what the selectors are looking for in a batsman to adapt to the situation. So I think that's also really important. So good job to BCA Bravehearts really pulling this game back, even though they didn't score that much of a total, but still winning the game by 44 runs. Okay, moving on to the next game. We have a BCA Bravos versus BCA Warriors, a very dominant performance in Lathrop. I mean, you guys have played at Lathrop. What do you guys think of this field?
I think the pitch is honestly good for batting, but the outfield, if you hit the ball on the ground, you're not going to get more than 2 runs. Like, there's no way. The only boundaries you'll get is sixers.
Yeah, I definitely agree. The pitch is definitely it's like anyone's game out there. The it's like bouncy, nice. The ball doesn't it does something, but yeah, it's also beneficial towards the batters in a way where it bounces, no uneven bounce. And the outfield is like heavier than usual. It's definitely like something that will the grass will stop the ball before it gets to the boundary. So I would say the best way to score runs is to go aerial in that ground.
Yeah. And you guys being very experienced, like all across the country, what do you guys think of these type of grounds compared to the other grounds you guys have played on?
I mean, this ground is definitely not even considered one of the best in the area. I think like as we grow older, we definitely get like better experiences on better grounds like Houston and areas like that where there's good quality turf wickets that turn, don't have uneven bounce, and the outfields are better. So I think like as a community, we should be preparing for like those type of wickets and start making more of those wickets so we can perform at higher levels and get used to those type of wickets.
Yeah, definitely. And
Yeah, I
Sharvik, you playing nationals, what do you like? What grounds did you see wherever you went?
So in nationals, we put on Permvere's grounds. Those were amazing. Like those outfields were like amazing. You can play a cover drive fully on the ground. The ball will go to the boundary. The pitch was even. It was a really good experience to play there.
Nice. That sounds really fun too. Well, moving on to the BCA Bravos batting, we have Rudransh hitting a beautiful century. He played beautiful shots that innings as he played with the wind. He used his brains. He played smart as he looked to hit the ball mainly over covers and really maximized on the loose balls. Me, Virat, Kunal contributing like next to Ridranch, all scoring 50s to bring ourselves to a mammoth total of 314 in 40 overs. Wouldn't you guys say this is a pretty good total?
Yeah, it's definitely one of the good totals on the better side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the bowlers really had a good day today on this day because not much happened as we basically slaughtered them, I'd say, making ourselves feel proud, but the bowlers did put in a good effort. So, Sharvik, being a bowler on this type of AstroTurf pitch, like on Latra, do you feel that spinners have the advantage or pacers have the advantage?
On this type of pitch, I think spinners because when people both spin, the batsmen are tempted to hit in the air and anyways this ground is not that great, so that's really your only option. So all you gotta do is just keep like the right fielders in the right spots, execute properly, and just they basically just gift you the wickets.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Vaughn? Who do you find like more difficult to play when you bat?
I definitely agree with Sharvik. Pacers are like they're on the easier side to play because the bounce is nice and even. The ball definitely does things, but it's definitely easier to play than spinners because, as Sharvik said, batsmen will be definitely taking the bait of going up in the air because that's the only way to score on that ground. And even if they hit you for a couple sixes, at the end of the day, you get their wicket. So that's beneficial to the boards, the spinners, and the bowlers.
Yeah, definitely. That's clearly evident in this game as we can see that mainly the spinners are the ones that got the wickets. When we see the BCA Bravos bowling attack with Aditya and Ryan picking up the most of the wickets on our team, as Aditya took a four-fer and Ryan took taking a two-fer. The BCA Warriors were just not able to really come close to our target, getting 85 all out, but really playing 39 overs. We can see a really, really patient innings from Sabrish Srijit, 11 off 87. How do you feel fielding against this? Because we were forced to watch this beautiful innings of classy defense. What do you guys think about this type of batting perspective?
I think Sabrice is definitely like a good batsman, and he really played a patient innings going towards the game as like it's a 40 over game, so like that's at the end of the day that's expected. But 11 off 87 is a little bit of a stretch, and definitely being on the field that long is a really big waste of time. And I personally think I would just get subbed out if I was in that position because I'm not in the mood to stand there for like 3 hours just waiting for the ball to be defended and go back to the bowler, and the cycle repeats again and again.
If you were a batsman, like not if you are a batsman, but let's just say you're stuck playing dot balls and you're 11. Let's just say you're at 11. Like after what point will you like give up and just get that urge to hit the ball, giving that chance? Like 11 off 40, 11 off 50. When will you feel that urge?
I would say like 11 off 35, but like at that stage, I know that I can hit the ball over the ropes. So I'd definitely go for like the calculated risk and aim for the areas in the that there's gaps, so then I have a better chance of surviving and scoring runs. But I would say 11 off 35 is definitely the stage that I would like have the urge to hit the shots.
Yeah. And Sharvik, being a bowler, when you see a batsman defending you nonstop, leaving the ball, how do you feel?
I feel frustrated because like as a batsman, your job is to score runs, and when you're not trying to score runs, it's just like you feel like it's harder to get that wicket.
So do you feel that you are able to really get more wickets on turf, or do you feel that you're able to get more wickets on AstroTurf because the ball skids?
I'd say turf because on turf, like the ball holds in the wicket, so there's a chance that the batsman plays early, and on AstroTurf, the ball just comes straight on. It's nice and bouncy, but turf, it's not always the case.
Yeah, definitely. That makes sense. Okay, moving on to the next game, we have CCA Centurions versus CCA EB Titans. So these two are CCA teams, really good teams. We have CCA batting first, getting all out for 177. Again, not that high of a total, but still a fighting target. With Narain hitting a 50, Snaith contributing with 34. Both Vihans scoring almost 20 runs, trying to stay in there and really bring that total up, but just weren't able to cross the 200 mark. But that is okay because again, they still have to fight for whatever total they're able to get. Again, this is AstroTurf wicket, so like you guys said, spin is probably more effective on these type of wickets, right? And that was clearly evident because Bharat and Aryan Matta, both spinners, really dismantled the CCA Centurions attack. Have you guys faced these bowlers before?
Yeah, I faced both the bowlers. I think Aryan, he's a really good spinner. He keeps it quick and flat in the air. That can definitely be beneficial on wickets that like stop and the ball holds and you like pop it up to covers. And Bharat, he's also a really good off spinner. He rips the ball, and that also tends to get a lot of batsmen out since they don't have a proper defense. And I think both these spinners are can have a really good partnership on their day, and they can really contribute to the team victory.
Definitely. And we've seen Vihan Apte, Narain, and even Sneh have been batting really consistently. Sharvik, have you ever like bowled to these batsmen? How hard was it for you to get them out?
Yeah, I was bowling to Narain last weekend on a turf wicket too, and he played a completely chanceless innings. It was really hard to get him out at the end, very hard.
Yeah, definitely. For CCA EV Titans, chasing down this 177 target in 36 overs was Dhruv really carrying their batting, scoring 67 off 77. I feel like Dhruv has really been stepping up in every single game, scoring around 70-ish to help his team really win all these phase 2 games for his team. And I feel like he's really showing what a captain's inning is. How important do you guys think it is for a captain to like show his players how it's done? Like, do you think that a captain not really scoring in most games would help the team, or would it make the team lose confidence?
I would say it's like the captain scoring definitely like an example. I mean, like lead by example. But in certain cases where the captain can't score, other players definitely have to step up. And if the captain doesn't score, his job is to like motivate the team and get them going, ready for the batting inning or whatever their job is in the team. And I think definitely if they score or perform as per their role, definitely beneficial to the team. Either way, they should always be motivating their team so that others can also perform up to their role and make the team succeed. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that because like if your team is getting like blown out, but your captain like plays a really good knock and like brings you back in the game, it makes the other players around them feel like, oh yeah, we can do this, and it's not over. So it, like sets the tone for the team.
Yeah, okay. Let's just quickly talk about the bowling attack for CCA Centurions with Snehit, Aryan, and Mahir. Snehit picking up a four-fer. He is a really unique fast bowler as he has that hyper extension, helping him bowl like extreme pace. Vaughn, you faced him before, right? How does it feel?
I think that definitely benefits his bowling. He has that quick release of the ball, which definitely helps him on certain wickets like AstroTurf, where the ball skids and he can sometimes get through. This weekend, I got LBW to him because of that, and the ball skid and just like got me through. And he definitely is able to cut the ball and swing the ball, so he's really worthy of the new ball.
Definitely. What about Aryan Wadwani? What do you think of him?
I think he's like one of those really accurate bowlers. This weekend he got a fifer, and every weekend that I've seen him, he's definitely been getting three or more wickets. And he's definitely one of the good bowlers out there, even though his pace is not up to par. He definitely makes it up with his line and length and the way he swings the ball in and out.
Definitely. And Sharvik, what do you think of Aryan Wadwani? Since you're also a left arm fast bowler, you're important competition. What do you think of him?
I think his line length is very good, especially because, like Varun said, his pace isn't like as, especially like, this is not great, but his line length and his ability to like swing the ball, even with the old ball, I played him on Saturday. He was swinging the ball both ways, and it was pretty hard to play.
Yeah, this much more left arm fast bowlers compared to last year, this year, right?
Yeah.
It's okay, but we believe in you. You'll make it. Okay, moving on to the next game, we have Strikers Vikings versus Strikers Knights.
So actually, it said on Quick Clubs it said it was a Siermont, but we actually played the game at Darka this weekend. Some malfunction in the Quick Clubs, but yeah, Darka is definitely a good ground. Definitely one of the best in the area. Terrific. It's not bad, and but the outfield makes up for it. So it's a great opportunity for batsmen to score runs.
How is the pitch, Sharvik? Because it's evident that you were able to really bat properly here.
Yeah, the pitch was like pretty slow. It was holding a lot. It was bouncing more than usual. But like he said, like the outfield makes up for it. So the second you get a full ball, just like capitalize on it and runs will come.
I see Harith Kenya's batting like extremely good right now. He's been scoring consistently every single game. What is his like strengths? How is he doing so well?
I would say like definitely he soaks up the pressure well, and one area he hits the ball really well is definitely straight down the ground. No matter who's bowling, whether it's Snehit or even Boomerang, the ball always like has a chance to go down the ground. He definitely has that shot that goes straight down the ground and definitely always clears the rope. Consistency is key, and he also has that one shot that goes over covers, and he plays spinners really well with impeccable footwork.
Nice. What down does he usually go?
Two down.
So in the beginning, yeah, two down. Yeah.
Do you guys, I know Sharvik, you go four down, and Vaughn, you mostly go opening, or when,
Yeah, I usually go one down, but in the games recently, I went three down.
do you feel a difference going one down and three down, or does it feel the same to you?
I definitely prefer one down a lot more since most of the cases, a wicket falls in the opening overs, so my legs are ready and ready to run. I feel active compared to three down, where I have to wait for two batsmen to get out, and I'm three batsmen to get out, and my legs there's no blood flowing through them, so they become still, and I'm not in the mood, or like especially if we're chasing after keeping for 40 overs. I'm not really enthusiastic about doing it, so I definitely prefer one down over three down.
Yeah, just make sure this weekend you can keep your blood a little still, and then you can like calm down. You
Yeah.
too, Sharvik. You can like relax on the batting. Thank you very much. Well, really good batting, both of you. Even though Varun, you scored 13, I'm sure that you have the capability to score a double century, but no worries. So again, spinners proved to be really bowling really well in these fields like Tarka. I see Skanda and Ritvik are the pace bowlers. I've heard a lot about Ritvik because he's been bowling consistent and really pressurizing the batsmen with many dot balls. Is that true?
Yeah, like his ability to keep his line in length, and especially swing the ball is really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
he's definitely on the smarter side. Like he knows what to bowl to certain batsmen to get them out.
Yeah. What would you guys say is a par score like in Tarka?
I would say if the batting innings is going well, I would definitely expect a score of around 220, 230, because like the outfield, it really helps the batting as you can just time the ball, and if it goes in the gaps, if you're lucky, you get four for it rather than like on Lathrop Steam where if you hit in the gaps, you only get one.
Yeah, definitely. Moving on to the strikers Knights batting, we have Srivat Raman really stepping up, scoring 47. Wasn't able to complete his 50, but really like stepped up for his team. But unfortunately, they just weren't able to cross the line, only scoring 143, but putting in a solid effort. Yeah, Abhinav taking a fifer. Like, how was he bowling that day? Looks like he was bowling really good.
He was bowling really, really good. Like I was on the boundary, so I couldn't tell much about his line and length, but it looked almost like the exact same every ball. And we see that in his four maidens and 37 dot balls. Like he bowled 7 overs, which is 42 balls, and out of those he bowled 37 dots, which is honestly insane. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, I was keeping. I definitely agree with Sharvik. His line and length was definitely on top that day. That was definitely his day as he got like star batsmen like Akshay, Shrikant, and those batsmen out. And this fifer wasn't like a fifer where you get the tail enders out and get catches on the boundary or something like that. He got all of them bowled or LB or caught behind. So that definitely was a good fifer at the top of the order.
Yeah, Abhinav's definitely a really smart bowler, as I've gotten out to him like many times. He bowls those off cutters and lots of things. I saw he got Arjun streak on that first ball. Arjun's batting has been batting really consistently. How did he get him out?
So Abhinav coming onto the second wicket in his over, he bowled a ball that was like a leg cutter loopy, and Shrikant confidently took a step down, but he went cross bat, so he missed the ball, and it was plumb on the stumps. So that was like an unfortunate way to get out, but also like a good wicket for the bowler, as he definitely manipulated the mind of the batsman.
Yeah, proving that he's a really smart person.
Yeah.
Also, the spinners contributing a good amount. Arjun picking up 3 wickets and Harit picking up a couple of wickets too. So really good performance by strikers Vikings, your guys' team winning by 125 runs. Moving on, we have BCA Bravos versus BCA Bravehearts. I feel like this game is the most shocking game so far because BCA Bravos, who really lost 2 games at the start, were able to take over the BCA Bravehearts, the undefeated team. You guys have played BCA Bravehearts. Advin, like Sarvanamani, he's not really been that big of a name, but he really like showed us well here. Have you guys heard of him before?
Yeah, I've definitely heard him in the U13 last year. I heard, I'm pretty sure if I'm not wrong, he got 100 last year in Hub. So that like definitely definitely raised my opinion on him. He's definitely a good batsman. I saw his shots. He's able to like maneuver through the crease and hit shots all around the park. And I think he can have a good future if he works on his game.
Jarvik, have you heard of Advin?
Yeah, I've heard of him a couple times. We played him in hub, like this hub, sorry, a couple weeks ago, and I just remember one shot he cleared the boundary with ease and in Lafra.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal player. He was very calm, probably just like Harit. He was as calm and like soaking the pressure. So for the BCA Bravos in 40 overs, we weren't able to score that big of a total as we barely scored 170, only scoring 169. Me, Ahan, Vishisht, and Rudy trying to build our innings, but weren't able to really finish our good starts. But we're able to get us to a fighting total of 170. Rajul picking up 4 wickets, Nikhil and Ahil also contributing with Rajul. And like we've discussed in like previous episodes, how important do you guys think it is for bowlers to work together to really dismantle the other team?
I think it's like really important, especially if they're bowling a deadly spell where one bowler may not be getting all the wickets, but he's definitely putting up pressure on one end. So as soon as the other bowler comes in, he can definitely like use the pressure to his advantage and take care of the batsman, probably getting him bowled or tempting him for a shot since the run rate can be low. And bowling partnerships are definitely something that's really important to win the game as they're underrated.
Yeah, definitely. And Sharvik, you being a bowler, opening bowler, how do you feel when bowlers really help you pick up those important wickets?
I think people don't really see how it is. People just think this person's bowling good or this person's not bowling as good. But in reality, it's like he said, yeah, like you said, bowling is a partnership, and that like one person may just build the pressure and the other person might just get the wicket. It doesn't always mean that this person bowled better than the other.
Yeah, definitely. So moving on to the BCA Bravehearts batting, like we discussed, Advin are really showing us what he could do. Scored 43. Nikhil, Rajal, and Arav not able to score that much, but were tried their best to really contribute to win this game. But our bowlers did a fantastic job really restricting the BCA Bravehearts. Aditya Tantarahi again picking up another fourfer. Ishan, Ryan picking up 2 wickets each, and I also contributed to our bowling attack. A really good performance from the BCA Bravos, winning by 40 runs. Moving on to the next game, we have CCA Centurions versus Strikers Vikings. This is your guys' second game. So, what did you guys think of this really patient innings from both these opening batsmen? Parivar and Narain batting beautifully.
I
Go ahead,
think
Sharvik.
that not that. I think that they took their time because especially knowing that they only had 8 players, they realized that their wickets had more value and they both had chances innings and it was very honestly while fielding it was pretty annoying because they weren't taking many chances in the air. I think most of their boundaries were on the ground or clearing the boundary for 6.
I think their batting innings was definitely like really good partnership. It was like a flawless innings as they batted like a long time, 30 plus overs, and they were able to maneuver through the gaps and pierce the gaps perfectly and scoring runs on a fast outfield like Davis. And they definitely got us on the move, and we definitely had to step up our game after the second break. So we were able to get So Sharvik was able to get in the rain and like stop the run flow towards the end of the game.
Yeah, and Vaughn, being a keeper, like when you're watching these batsmen just batting and batting, and you see like your team slowly drop their shoulders and get tired, what are you like feeling inside? Like what do you say to get them energized again?
I mean, like as the keeper, you definitely have to keep like the energy of the team up, as you said. So I'm definitely like finding cheers, keep the team up or like sledge the batsmen, make the bowlers feel good, even if like they get hit for a six. You cheer them on because if you just say bad stuff to them, that's only gonna make it worse. So you want to keep their chin up at all times and get the game moving, even though you're in a bad position, and you really want to keep everyone happy in the field.
Yeah, definitely. And Abhinav and Sharvik, you guys did really well to really try your best to fight for Strikers Vikings to really drag, not let them really cross that high total. So really good job from Abhinav and you, Sharvik. So let's talk about your guys' batting innings. It looks like this is a really, really close game with Arjun, Ryan, Srinivasan. Is Ryan really his middle name?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
He
Well,
updated it recently on the Cricket Clubs.
Arjun Srinivasan really batting it out there. 68 off 43, really playing for his team. If I'm not wrong, he's the captain, right? Yeah, playing a captain's innings like we've seen in the past. With Harit Kenya also dragging this game out to the last over, really fighting for his team with you, Varun and Ranveer, playing till the end. As we can see the last over, what were you guys thinking during the last over in the dugout? What were you, did you guys think you could win? What were you guys talking about?
Yeah, like we thought we could win because I believe it was only 6 from 6 because the previous over we got a lot of pressure. We released a lot of pressure because a couple crucial boundaries. But yeah, I think last over we really thought we could win.
Yeah, I agree with Sharvik. Like the hopes were up, but as soon as Srini got on the last over, definitely our chances of winning definitely went down. But Vaibhav and Ranveer definitely held their end and definitely showed that not all bowlers are a bad batsman, and they definitely were able to keep it up and score the runs for the team. And it was a close game. It was a tie, and I think that Srini really pulled it back, and we had a good chance of winning the last over.
How close was like the run out that was given? Do you think it was not out or do you think it was clearly out?
No, it was clearly out.
Yeah, it was clearly out.
Okay, the reason I asked is because Uncle Dan or the umpire Dan gave me out on a really stupid run out, but okay, it's part of the game, but it's whatever happens. A good fight from you guys, but do you guys think the batsmen were fully able to capitalize on the fact that they had very few players?
I think we had a little bit of a slow start. I think our score's only like some 30 and 11 overs, which especially if a team has 6 fielders, it should definitely be a little bit higher, maybe around 50, 60. Rotating strike more would have helped.
Yeah, we definitely had a slow start. But it was similar to them. They also had like 40 in the first 15, but we definitely picked up from there to get the scores tied.
Yeah, definitely. This is a really good game. Really game of cricket right there. Moving on to the next game, we have EB Titans versus Strikers Knights at Lathrop Steam. Steam not really a liked ground, as many people have said, but we have to play with what we have. So in 40 overs here, EB Titans were able to score 199 with Garan, Dhruv, and Aryan and Bharat all contributing the like 30 to 50-ish runs to really put a good total to fight for. With Strikers Knights putting up a good solid fight with Arjun Shrikant and R. Srijit stabilizing their innings, but we're just not able to cross the line, getting all out for 128. Arjun just missing his 50, but a really good attempt from him to chase this total down. What do you guys think of Garan Solanki? I've never heard of him before.
I think he's a very aggressive batter. We played him in Hub last year too, and a lot before. But one thing about him is that he's very aggressive, and most of the times he'll go out from ball one.
Yeah, I agree with Charvik. He's definitely suitable for the T20 type of style. On the day he gets going on a 40 over game, obviously it's double the length of a game. So if he's able to score like 100 in T20, he has potential to score like a double 140 over game. So on his day, he can be really effective as he hits the ball really hard and he's a big man.
Yeah, we can see that with his scores. Clearly, he's scoring pretty quickly. So for the Strikers' next batting, we see that Arjun and Arav scored properly, with Arav picking up a fourfer. Arav was the highest wicket taker in the NCCA league. Have you guys faced him?
Yeah, I faced him in the nets a couple times. He's on the like nippier side, and he definitely able to. He has a good seam position on the ball, and he's able to like manipulate the ball to do what he wants it to do. Yeah.
Well, good overall performance from CC at EV Titans, winning by 71 runs. Moving on to the next game, we have DCL Legends versus BCA Warriors. So DCL Legends really scoring another mammoth total of 286 for 5 in 40 overs, with Ayush and Sankat both scoring 50 plus. Ayush scoring 88 off 101, a proper 40 over innings, with Sankat scoring a 61 off only 23 balls, a quick fire inning from him to really boost their score a good like 60 to 80-ish runs. Sidhu and Prithvi also contributing to this total. What do you think of their batting lineup?
We have not played DCL yet this season, but the batting lineup is very good. Like they have so much experience in the batting lineup, like Sankrit, Shrek, Ayush. Like they've all been playing for a long time and they all know what to do in different situations.
For the bowling attack of BCA Warriors, we have Anirudh Madan that played really well, evidently, as he bowled really well, taking a wicket. And he was sort of expensive, but really tried his best, as we can see, and I've seen in previous games. So Anirudh, Krishiv, Aradhya, and Deepanch all taking a couple of wickets. And I also just want to say, like, how important do you guys think extras is? I know obviously it is important, but what do you think is a okay amount of extras to bowl in an innings? Do you think what do you think is too many extras? At what point?
I think more than 25 is definitely pushing it, but I think the ideal amount is 15. I think that's what every team should aim for because um extras, you're not just giving them an extra run, but you're also giving them an extra ball, and anything could happen to that extra ball. So extras can make or break your game.
I think extras are like really crucial for the team. Like as you can see this Saturday, it was like a really close game. CC Centurions versus Strikers Vikings, and like one extra, like as Sharvik said, can make or break the game. Like as if they bowled one extra more, then we'd have had one extra run to chase and could have possibly won the game. So I think extras are really an important factor of the game as they can make or break the game.
Yeah, definitely. And we can see that BCA Warriors did give a decent fight, coming to 117, but unfortunately getting all out. Nandan Aradia trying to stay in there, but we're just not enough. Sanket bowling beautifully and Shubham bowling beautifully, picking up a couple of wickets, really dismantling the BCA Warriors batting lineup. So really good performance from DCL, winning by 169 runs. Moving on to Division 2, we have SRCA Stars versus Indus Titans. So for SRCA Stars, it was a pretty good performance, scoring 215, but getting all out in 35 overs. I'm not sure, but is SRCA Stars, would you say SRCA Stars is the B team? Most likely, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What do you guys think about Rancho?
I think Rancho is definitely like a really good cement wicket to bat on, and I think a lot of people know that like one side is heavily filled with grass, while the other is like fully emptied out with grass. And I think if you're able to hit the ball on one side of the wicket, it can really contribute to your score. And on the bowling point of view, it's an astroturf wicket. The ball bounces just like any other astroturf wicket. So spinners are definitely good, and pacers are also really good on the wicket. So bowling diversity lineup is definitely good for the team.
Yeah, definitely. So we can see Adrit, Manas, and Siddhant, and also Pranit batting beautifully, pretty good, scoring 25 to 50-ish runs, really helping SRC build their innings, getting to 215, a solid total, a fighting total. Ishan, Shazil, and Mohammed picking up a couple of wickets to really slow down SRCA. On Indus, we have Trish Vinod. He's batted beautifully, scoring 128 off 93 balls, really contributing to the Indus's performance, helping them chase down the total comfortably with 220 for 4. Shazil Baba, 40 off 52, really playing with Trish, helping him chase down this total single-handedly. Pranit and Kian tried well, but were unfortunately not able to stop them. Indus winning by 6 wickets. Next, we have VKCA Vikings versus Strikers Knights. So in Strikers Knights, bowling first, Samanvi and Anjana doing their best to really restrict the VKCA Vikings, picking up a couple of wickets. But VKCA Vikings were able to score a solid total on lap drop, 205 for 7, in 40 overs. Abiram, the both twins, Abiram, Anirudh, batting well to really build their total with Arnav Tiwari and Aryavir. Good performance from VKC Vikings. Strikers trying to fight back, but we're just not able to really chase this total. Rutvik trying to stay in there. Have you guys? Rutvik is in your academy. What do you think of Rutvik?
I think he's very good at hitting the ball. Like I think we were playing in a test match. This was in October, and he was batting with me, and he was hitting the ball like all around the park, and it was insane.
Is Rutvik a bowler or is he a batsman?
I'm pretty sure he's like an off spinner who can also bat lower the order, and as Shavik said, can hit the ball around the park.
Yeah. So a really dominant performance from VKCA winning by 146 runs. So the next game, Indus Titans versus Strikers Fusion. Indus Titans putting up a good score of 162 in Rancho. What do you guys think is par, or what do you think, Varun, is par score?
I think 40 over game. I think like again 220, 230 should be par score because we see here that Indus Titans scored 162 and they only played 22 overs. I think they could have even got more than 220 if they played all their 40 overs, which is why it's important to play all of them.
I definitely agree with Sharvik. Although I could probably raise the target by 30 runs, I would say 250 because those type of wickets are definitely beneficial towards the batsman. And one side is like as good as Tharka while the other is heavy, but it's not that bad. It's definitely better than Lathrop's teams. And the bowling wicket is definitely like easy for batsmen. So as long as the batsmen are able to hit through the line, they can definitely score a lot of runs down the ground and throughout the park.
Yeah, definitely. A pretty decent performance from Indus, scoring 162 with Arav, Domarao, and Farmanullah Kostani. Have you heard of Farmanullah Kostani?
Yeah, I have. We played him last year in Hub, and he's a really good power hitter. He was hitting. I think he's very good at hitting in the V. Just like the straight boundaries, he was clearing them with ease.
Yeah, also saw him in Tarka. He was able to really muscle the ball far. Looks like Trish Vinod was not able to score that much this game, but was able to contribute somewhat to this total. So Strikers Fusion attempted to really chase this total down, but we're just not able to with Arya and Naisha playing patiently, but unfortunately got out. Mohammed, Varshita, and Farmanullah and Rayanch did well to really take a couple of wickets, slow down Strikers Fusion, and dismantle them. Looks like the Strikers tried their best, but were just not able to really cross the line. So really good performance from Indus Titans winning by 91 runs. Moving on, we have SRCA Stars versus VKCA Vikings in Emerald Glen. This is not that known of a ground. What do you guys think of Emerald Glen?
I think the pitch is very bouncy, and the ball swings a lot there. So good for Pacers, but the outfield's heavy.
Varun, have you played there?
I haven't played much games there, but I've seen my brother's games. He's in U13. He plays there a lot. He's like it's in the Dublin area, and as Sharvik said, it's a bouncy wicket. It's just like any other cement wicket. The ball swings, moves, whatever, and it's like not one of those turf wickets that turns. It's one of the wickets where like quick spinners are like better than flighty spinners because they're able to skip through the wicket and get a wicket. Um, but the outfield is like it's not as bad as Lathrop Steam, and but it's not like the best you've seen. So it's definitely in the middle, and I think if you hit the ball hard enough, you'll be able to get some boundaries on that ground.
Yeah. So SRCA playing their second game against VKCA Vikings. SRCA batting first, scoring 168 in 40 overs. Seems like a par score in this type of ground. After what you guys described, Siddhant and Keon are really trying to take this game deep, scoring 30, 30 runs, both of them each. So it looks like they put up a pretty good fight. Keon playing patiently, Siddhant playing a pretty quick knock of 31 off 32, almost 100 strike rate. So looks like they did put up a really good total in this type of ground. Anirudh, Vedant, Arivir, and Abhiram doing well to really try to constrain SRCA Stars to 168. Would you say this is a better job done by SRCA, like the batting team, or the bowling team, BAC?
I would say like it's definitely a good job done by the batting team. They definitely got a good score on the total, the fighting target, and the VKCA bowlers also did a good job. But I would definitely give credit towards the batting team for getting a fighting total.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd also just like to point out that we talk about extras again, and we see VKC able 44 extras, which definitely could have costed them the game because it was only a 16-run game, and yeah.
Definitely, yeah. If only there was like way to see the amount of drop catches. I think that also show how affected the game was.
Mhm. Sure.
So good performance on the batting side for SRC Stars. VKC attempted to chase this total, but again, they were not able to really chase down this, let's just say, par score total of 168. Anirudh, Mitran, and Vedant batting properly, 30-ish runs each, attempting to chase this total, but were just not able to cross the line. SRC's bowlers doing well. Sanyam, Aiden, Jan, and Anaya picking up a couple of wickets, working together to really dismantle the VKCA Vikings batting lineup, winning by 16 runs. So let's move on to the points table. Okay. It's been 6 weeks after the final of phase two. We have for Group A, we have BCA Bravos at number one, BCA Bravehearts at number two. At number three, we have DCA Legends, and at number four, we have BCA Warriors. For Group B, we have Strikers Vikings at number one. We have CCA EB Titans at number two. We have Strikers Knights at number three and CCA Centurions at number four. And as we know, for the games that are going to come this weekend for our last game, it's Group A's number one against Group B's number one, Group A's number two against Group B's number two, and so forth. What game are you guys most excited for? It's probably the finals, but what game? Just curious.
I'm excited for, like, obviously, as you said, the finals. Both of our teams will be competing, and it's definitely going to be an interesting game. This is happening most likely on FCP, fast scoring ground where batters are more beneficial. And may the best team win.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. What about you, Sharvik? Also the finals?
Yeah, of course, the finals, because for most of us, this is our last year of Hub, and we want to end off with the bang.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm sure that will be an action-packed game. So good luck to all the teams playing this weekend. For Division 2, at number 1, we have VKCA Vikings. Number 2, SRCA Stars. Number 3, Indus Titans. And number 4, Strikers Fusion. What do you guys think of the new hub format? Like, what do you think of the new grounds, games, the rules? What do you guys think of them?
The rule where it's like, no, so between the two teams in the finals, the team that's higher up on the points table, they get to pick the ground. I think that's a huge factor. Um, because they can pick a ground that suits them or they know the conditions better. But yeah, I think that's a big motive for you to win all your games and not just settle for enough to get to the finals.
I think there were like seldom differences between hub rules last year and this year. But as Shavik said, picking the ground is a big factor. And I thought that maybe like the top two teams could from each group could go on and play a semifinals and then go on to a finals because that gives like a chance for second team, even though they had the best team on paper. They probably weren't able to go to the finals just because of some players having bad days. So I think there should be semifinals before going on to the finals.
Yeah. Hopefully that happens next time. Teams right now are putting in their teams, obviously, right? Like when they put in their teams and they're managing the players, do you think that like managing players, do you think it's like a little chaotic? Because if one player doesn't come, they have to go look around for another player. Do you feel that's chaotic or do you guys really not see that happen?
I definitely feel like it's like a chaotic experience, as you said, because like let's say a player calls sick one day before the game, the staff aren't stressed to find another player for the game to fit in the role for the team, and that can definitely like maybe like if there's 12 players on the day, there's 11 players coming out the next day since they couldn't find a player, and like that can affect player performances since usually a batsman sitting out ready to chase the next innings, and he probably has to field the 40 overs, which can affect his batting in the next innings.
Yeah, definitely. And let's just like take a look at the batting records before we like move on. We'll say the top three batsmen for phase one. So for the best batsman of phase one, we have Vihan Apte with 202 runs, Vedrant with 165 runs, and Varun Yerrapragada, the man, the myth, the legend, with 152 runs. How do you feel being up there in the top three, Varun?
I definitely feel proud since I played one game less than all the others. I definitely feel proud to be in the top five.
Like, what do you think about these names? Like, as you're just like eyeballing in these batting, do you think they're really good batsmen, or do you feel like I could get them out easily?
Nah, I think they're all really good batsmen. It's because the way they play, they don't like try to create balls to hit. They just wait for it, and until then, they just keep themselves busy while rotating strike.
Yeah. Let's see Div 2. We have at number 1 Siddhant Sham with 155 runs. We have Riyan Vaidya with 152 runs and Ishan Vaidya with 123 runs. This also looks like pretty solid batsmen at the top over here. Hopefully they can also get off to a good start and have been doing well in phase 2. For batting records in phase 2, in Div 1 we have Rudran Singh with 216 runs, Dhruv Vij 183 runs, Naren Shriram with 173 runs. Looks like all these batsmen have been batting beautifully, so I hope they can continue this for this final match that we're about to play and the selection games to come forward. For Division 2, we have Trish Vinod with 149 runs, Pratik Murthy with 23 runs, and Abhiram Ayanala with 80 runs. Again, I hope these players can really stand out in the upcoming games. So good luck to them. And for bowling, phase 1, we have Arjun Ryan Srinivasan in Div 1. What do you guys think about Arjun? Because he's on your team. What do you guys think of his bowling?
He definitely gets all the wickets and he's able to keep the game under control. And usually when he doesn't get bowling, the tides turn and the opposition is suddenly on us. And definitely think he deserves the number 1 spot. And he also comes in with his batting. As you can see, he played a clutch innings last game, scoring 68 off 43 not out, which really helped us tie the game and got us to a spot so that we can play the finals against you guys.
Yeah, what about you, Sharvik? What do you think of Arjun's bowling?
I think the way he takes every opportunity is very good because if you look at the amount of overs he bowls compared to everyone else, he bowls significantly less. But just the way he owns his opportunities and takes it, is just really good.
Yeah, and apart from Varun, I feel like Sharvik is the most involved person in Arjun's bowling, as he's mainly the one taking all the catches, like on the boundary. That was like we were all really like shocked after we saw all those catches, because me, Rudy, and like other people were just skying the ball up to you, and it was really frustrating to watch. But yeah, those were good catches. So good bowling from Arjun, Divyam, and Aryan Wadhwani. And you too, Sharvik, in the top 6. That was a really good bowling. For Div 2, we have Krish Patel, Anir Dayanala, and Pranit bowling beautifully to really get on to the top of this leaderboard for bowling. Phase 2, right now leading, we have Rajul, Aditya Tantravahi, and Abhinav Kalindindi for Div 1. And for Div 2, we have Anirudh Ayanala, Kian Lale, and Mohammed Naveed. So again, good bowling, and I hope they can really continue to do well. And Shravik, since you're a bowler, let's just quickly let's let you express how bad drop catches impact your bowling stats. Like, how does it make you feel?
I mean, it's just frustrating because whenever you're fielding, like obviously no one drops a catch on purpose, but it's just a little bit frustrating because whenever you're fielding, like you try your best, but like it's not always reciprocated the other way around. But yeah, again, like everyone tries their best while fielding. It's not like anyone drops a catch or misfields on purpose. So we just gotta understand that and gotta admit to yourself that there's nothing you can do about that after it's already happened.
Yeah, definitely. So we just, as fielders, we have to try our best to help our bowlers do well so they can get shortlisted and make it to these selection games. So let's work hard and do that. As fielders, it's been 6 grueling weeks of games and we have one more to come. Hopefully, we can all make the best out of it. So thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your guys' day, especially a weekday when you guys have school, to really join this podcast. Thanks to all the hub staff, the players, academies, and our parents. All the best for the academy yo-yos, net sessions, and tryouts and selection games. It's gonna be very tough, and I hope that we can really perform. Do you guys have anything to say to the people watching this?
Just like to say thank you, Yuvan, for having me on the podcast. It's been a pleasure to do this with you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks. And good luck to everyone.
Thank you, Varun. Thank you, Sharvik.